the big pyramid to fight the Thunderjaw. It's some kind of drone. Is it watching over this area? Might have some useful data. But how to get up there? Don't break my fall.
Barbarian! Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
The machine will kill you!
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Yep. Really? Did it just fucking...
Gotta set it on a better spot. See what I can do with this.
That works.
No, I missed you, Thunderjaw.
Looks like it has something legendary on it. Oh, it's an Apex.
Can't get what was there, but oh well. Excuse me.
Why? Because there's fat asses on it.
Yeah.
You killed that machine!
Your CEO sent me.
Stranger! Over
I need to
here!
speak to Alva.
By all means, then. Open the gates!
You better.
Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to landfall. I met your CEO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so.
She's kind of cute. I kind of like her.
Tense. There's something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The seal wants faster results. Aloy, you have to be careful. He's...
There they are. The legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased.
CEO now.
Yeah.
Hades awaits us below.
They don't even know what it means.
Shall we?
They probably don't.
But then again, it makes sense. You know, he's the chief executive
Quite an
officer.
excavation.
Much of this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out.
He's kind of weird.
Yeah.
He looks familiar.
Maybe he silences baby daddy.
No, but that's a symbol I have not seen
Behold.
before.
Whoa.
The door to Thebes.
A door like no other.
He looks like Tate.
Well, you're right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Farrow.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she can open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
Oh.
If I may, Pharaoh, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants.
Yeah, right.
We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah. I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
Probably like service people.
With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
I guess you're taking a bath.
Well,
This water's warm. Almost like a hot spring.
Pharaoh's tomb. Oh, get it, Pharaoh.
interesting. Whoa, I can't see. Ah! Is that lava?
Geothermal. Uh-oh. That's not good.
No.
One, the place is going to have energy no matter what. But if it's geothermal and it's underneath an active,
Volcano?
not in a volcano, tectonic shift. California's known for the earthquakes.
Ah, and they're tectonic plates.
We've had things though.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of earthquakes happening in California. They get them more than several times a year.
Maybe a way in. Yeah. This could get me inside.
It looks like they just had an earthquake yesterday.
See?
They get 2 or 3 a year.
I thought they got more.
It varies.
Hey man, I want to take my time swimming game.
Oh, you saw the thing?
Yeah.
Right. Looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure.
Looks like you're going to have to sit through it.
Yeah, but which way?
When it stops, you swim through. We have to wait for the next one.
I don't know.
That wouldn't have been me.
There's gotta be a way to stop that turbine in here somewhere. Stop the turbine. Good.
Oh, clipping.
Spaz the fuck out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm inside, but how do I let the coin in? Looks like an exercise room?
Yeah, how would she know that?
Here I am again, hiding in the gym, writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
So Ted had other people in here with him, including a teenage girl.
Wow.
I thought he was alone.
Yeah, same here. I thought when he went crazy, he just killed everybody and he just died by himself.
Well, that's what we were led to believe.
The living area.
Pardon?
It's pretty big, too.
Ooh.
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times in a trillionaire's underground survival bunker. But now that Grigori's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him, who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
Girl's right. Nothing normal about Ted.
I bet this was probably his room.
Hard to say.
As I say, I opened up a door.
Yeah, it was this one.
Well, this is the bathroom. Oh, on the other side.
I've been noticing that a lot too.
What?
Those glitches where you can see through his bed.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Scan. Because you saw something purple.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
I thought I did.
You did. Go back to the other room. You already at that one. Go back to the room on the right. It was against that wall. Right here. There. You see it, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
I probably can't get to it yet.
That's strange.
Let's Let's hope this is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quinn in.
What the fuck is that twitching out right there? What is that?
There's an item there.
I think it takes you back to the area.
I know everyone's reeling after Grigori's untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man and wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way. Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker.
Whoa. Aren't those ancient Egyptian statues?
You have to go across the wall.
They are. They are. This whole thing is Egyptian themed.
There.
See, I know my Egyptian stuff. No,
Let's hope I can open it from the inside.
yeah, I know my Egyptian stuff. All those documentaries. Mm-hmm. Wow. Why are the butterflies here?
So identify items for your family.
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the hollow singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Pharaoh probably killed him.
I won't be surprised.
Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit.
How much protection did it need?
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do
Where's
it.
the guy at?
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Pharaoh?
Renew. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations. His soul is my soul. His will is my will.
Oh, this can't be good.
In only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp.
Okay, he's getting a little crazy for my taste.
Complete as he was.
He wasn't complete.
I will have everything I need to save our homeland. And as Pharaoh did, the world.
The world.
No, it was his fault.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you understand, Sobek. You are Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
What?
Raymond?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
I think they do understand.
No. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine.
I think they do understand because they said business. Oh, dude, it's gonna make you look like Elizabeth.
Cringe. Oh.
She has the arrows.
Excellent. Shall we proceed?
Wow, that's really creepy how much she does look like her, even though we know it's the same girl. Also, yes, Beta was gestated on Odyssey.
Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. And let it be done.
Oh, jeez, look at them guys.
Are those guns?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good lord.
To think of all this preserved for ages.
As destiny intended for me.
Oh, my.
No.
Monument to greatness.
Truly, my son.
Yeah, it's very Egyptian themed.
I'll give you that.
Look at those obelisks next to him.
Yeah.
This guy was really full of himself.
He was.
He might have to fight the Quinn guards.
I think this way might lead down.
Excellent. Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy, my lord.
Oh, shut up.
Can I, like, I can't say, can I kill the black guy? Are
No.
you streaming?
Yes, I am.
How does Pharaoh work for himself?
No less than
He's annoying me.
Of course.
They're both annoying. Whoa.
So much ass kissing.
Yeah, exactly.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn. Did Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for discovering what he did?
He probably did.
How could that be? Dad said there wasn't a mark on Grigori's body. His heart just gave out.
Find anything interesting?
I can't make sense of it yet. So hey, this is weird.
I tried to warn you.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
Yeah, and they suddenly come alive.
And
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here!
Guess it's just us then.
Why her?
those are like original.
Whoa! What the hell?
He has some good shit on him. They both died next to each other.
Look at all them arrows.
Look at the machines. Like look how they're made.
Well thought.
They're not made like the
Where's
corrupted like
Overseer
normally.
Bohai?
Yeah.
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice. We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So,
Brianna didn't
no
wake
more
up this
delays.
morning.
We must proceed.
She's gone,
Oh no.
just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. His eyes. And I know now that he's watching. He's watching us all.
Poor girl.
He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Did you discover some data?
A fragment. A testament to Ted's power.
Ah.
Did the Bohai guy die? Or did he run like a little bitch?
Probably both.
Well, the statue's fucking destroyed now, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
No, just the obelisk war.
Damn. I'm actually kind of... Oh, there's a purple part over to the right there.
Yes, that looks like the way.
So full of yourself. Man, maybe you are Ted Pharaoh reincarnated.
More like bitch.
Yeah, that too.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also... control. Over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
No, I don't think you do.
He has the cauldron symbol.
God,
Stuff.
he's heavily inspired by Egyptian
Culture.
culture.
Ever deeper we go.
If he doesn't get killed, I'll be very surprised.
Buh.
What is that? A reclining throne.
Excuse
attached to
you?
some kind of apparatus.
What?
I wonder what it does.
Apparatus? No, but that's not
It's
what.
like a medical error or something.
An impressive setup. What is
Why'd
it
they
for?
do that? Did you see what they did?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her?
Jeez, what an asshole.
I wouldn't say a living ancestor. Like, you're literally Elizabeth. Yeah. That looks like a medical. I would not get in that.
Scan the device, if you will.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted'll do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
Oh, that's her dad.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was
You're so full of yourself. What the fuck?
Nothing to grasp the secrets of life.
Well, I mean, Ted did have a
Not
harem.
for himself.
But also,
Everything he did.
Farzina's found a way.
A new beginning.
Yeah.
For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Faro.
I knew you would see, in time.
He might be an heir because Ted had a harem of women.
Secrets await.
I wonder why he would need that many.
Hmm.
Plus, we don't know when these recordings were made. She even said something about the
Is that a
apocalypse.
small office for a minor functionary?
You did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya, you mustn't judge me. I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad? Seriously, why? So we can be trapped in this underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
How did you guys get here?
Right through there.
Oh.
Oh, you're looking for the Omega clearance. Yeah, because Ted had Omega, didn't he?
Yes. Well, which is greater, Alpha or Omega?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Excuse you.
Let him first, because if there's a trap, he's gonna die
Look at all
first.
this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart
An
of
automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it.
Gold
Let's face
ingot.
it, I was always more of a visionary than an engineer. Which is why I had the foresight to insist on the inclusion of a very unique feature. Just in case anyone ever tries to steal my cheese, so to speak.
Interesting.
Maybe he has some sort of
Break the
purge
door
feature.
down.
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it.
Excuse you.
Hurry! Break it open!
Dude. So impatient you are.
Open that door!
Dude, calm your tits. Aha.
How long does it take to pass through a door? Ah,
Okay.
an event of some sort. Not a bad idea.
Okay, he's becoming more and more unstable. I don't like him.
I'm trying to look up Alpha and Omega. Recover the Omega. Oh. You can recover it before you let that asshole in. So I'm trying to find it, and it keeps giving me Omega and Alpha males.
Oh,
I'm like,
console. Maybe I can access Ted's files from here.
Oh.
There. Omega clearance.
Alpha comes first.
Got it.
So Elizabeth was always ahead of him.
Always. Omega's the very, very last.
What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Sometimes dead. Along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered her life, and this is how they repay me, by leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Less his future. Less his children. Someday they'll come, and I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes if my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal.
He's still alive.
I just need some time for the mutations.
Brain activity minimal. Blood pressure elevated.
Time. And energy. Sometimes if the reactor can give me what I need. To grow strong again. To get my shit back together. So I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice.
Oh shit. He's alive.
Guidance. And then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now.
I was only kidding and saying that he was alive. How am I hitting all these on the head?
Dude, are you from the fucking future? Are you a Doctor Who?
And
Where's your TARDIS?
Where's my TARDIS? Keep it out back.
At last, Pharaoh's legacy.
What if he's augmented?
It's him.
Are we gonna see him?
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down.
Kill them too. No witnesses.
What? What the fuck?
That's not fair. I don't think it's Pharaoh.
Oh my god.
Oh man, look, see Pharaoh.
I'm in lava, I'm in lava. Burn, bitch.
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
Oh. What?
So you don't get to see him.
We don't get to see. Oh. That's such ass, dude. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna fucking run. Like, what's the point of fighting? Ah! Oh, lava! Shit! Oh shit! Girl, just run! No! One of the guards. Oh. Oh, he just got crushed by Ted Pharaoh's head.
Oh.
You missed it.
That's a bit ironic.
Wait, hold on. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Where? Where am I?
Tap the thing. Tap the pulse.
I don't know where. Ow.
Over there! Get back! I'll stop you! Come on, we're almost there!
Ah!
I can't believe you're still alive. He was 1,027 years old.
Why can't they show what he had looked like?
We found something.
That would have been a cool boss fight.
Just your homeland, but everywhere.
It would have been interesting.
Where's the CO?
Why are they saying CO?
Gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No. No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it, and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Aw, I bet she's happy and excited.
To get the fuck out of there?
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. And instead, I get to join you.
Aw, she's happy.
But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
You can change your inventory to get out of that outfit. Wait, it's a rare outfit? What is it called? It's
Utaru Whisperer?
No, not that. The purple one. Sobek's Raiment.
Oh.
So it actually has... It's actually really good.
Mm.
And it can be leveled up 5 times. Well, that's what you were wearing before. Look how bad that was. I'm wearing the blue one on the right. The Tanakh one. That one's not good.
I don't care. I'm on story.
It looks gross.
Oh, wait. Oh, good lord.
Oh, you have to go back to the landing area or something.
What? What are you talking about?
Where are you?
I don't know, I'm over here somewhere.
Weird, there's no quest marker.
Which is fine, because I know where the base is. Yeah.
Why did it put you so far away?
I don't know. Why don't you ask the game that?
Game, why did you put us so far away?
I just think she talks.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your cell functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct, but the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
Wow.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. 2 cores. 2 overrides. What if the merge were carried out by 2 clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of 2 operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Great.
What's wrong with Beta?
Oh no, coke out of her mind.
There's no drugs in this game.
Well, she was in a simulation for a very long time too.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pizzas around?
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever.
Should have thought about that, bitch.
Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning, we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
She has balls.
Damn. It's time for her to... Yeah, I mean, she did have Ross. Ross loved her.
Beta. You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Rost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine.
She's failing to see that.
He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you.
How old do you think she is?
The third beta?
Yeah.
You have to promise me one thing.
Definitely less than 18.
Yeah, I think she's still a teenager.
If the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be in their slave again.
They gestated her after they received
Do you understand?
the signal back from Hades on their way back to Earth.
Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
People don't know how to pronounce Arceus' name.
Well, they say Arceus.
That or Arceus.
Whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Sup, Gaia? What you need, girl? I really like Gaia.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found
Oh.
I wanted you to see the photo.
Oh, no. I was reading the conversation.
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Oh, here. So I found out that when Aloy casts shadows in certain areas, it casts her nude form.
Gaia?
Oh.
It also cast Varl's
What
nude
was
form
Elizabeth like?
when I was in there.
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Feral Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
Makes sense.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Yeah. That's what makes her so pretty. I like it.
She's modeled after a black woman now, you can tell.
So
Yeah.
the Ladies Proving Lab, where I found the guy.
I think that would make more sense.
It used to be a Feral
Everyone
research facility.
even puts like Mother Earth as a, using it as a
Prior
black
to
woman.
appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Faro Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Scion. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Scion was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Feral Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
Aww.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
We got more for old world discoveries.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Feral Plague, the U.S. military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
That would make sense.
So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense.
The hard reset.
They actually got the wreaths to work. If they'd been able to deploy it against the Feral Plague in time,
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution.
Yeah.
Elizabeth was really fucking smart.
There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query.
Mm-hmm.
Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
Good God.
So much
When
shit.
I
delved down into
know,
Focus,
yeah.
I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Erend, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my Cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well. Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Facility activated. Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come.
Vorl, stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Be careful. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe, Vorl.
On my life.
Stuff for the stash. Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. No, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed.
You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber. Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber. Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. Know how to get up there. Some kind of gear in that machinery. Maybe I can pull it. Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right? What kind of machine is it trying to build? I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from. I bet that's where Festus is hiding too. Looks like there are a couple of places I can go. Well, that doesn't sound good. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them. Be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers. Maybe there's a way over the shield. managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it. Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to the power node. I think that could work. I think it could. There should be a node you can override, near the central platform. Thanks. I should deal with these machines first. Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Thanks.
Emergency purge of pipeline. J81. Purge imminent retreat. Careful. Bay Caster 1-1.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Safe overload.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder. There has to be a way to get past this shield. I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield. That chamber if I go over the shield. Got it. we go again?
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back. Access restored. Now you can upgrade it.
Work?
You did the heavy lifting.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Machine that Festus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful. Whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Will be terminated. Deploying priority. S. Mark 1.
I should scan it first. Things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. can. Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Retreat to the slimy core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Going down! Aloy, the core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it. Ooh!
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Yeah, we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed. Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
Beta. Farrell. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
Oh, they were right.
What the fuck is going on?
Her pins are shaved.
David!
People were saying that her pins were shaved, and others were saying that it wasn't. And I just saw her pins are shaved.
Why is it?
Because people are making a big deal about it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal. Who cares?
What is this?
What the fuck?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art.
Did you go look at that one?
Or the insight we might gain.
Isn't that a famous painting?
I don't know, but it kind of looks like the Lo-Fi Girl thing. The Lo-Fi Girl meme. Oh, you can hit triangle on them to look at them.
My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer.
Oh, Vermeer.
And on the right is a forgery. Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
So the one on the right is a joke to the meme. Let me see if I can find it. It's not a meme, it's... Let me see if I can find it.
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
This.
Oh, okay.
Sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn.
I've seen that painting.
Yeah, I've seen
It's a Greek painting.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
I'm familiar with Rembrandt.
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast.
Oh, this is a famous one.
Yeah, I recognize that.
And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting.
They must have had to have gotten a right
It was commissioned to honor a militia
to
made
get
up
the
of
painting
influential citizens.
likeness in the game.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
Because they're so old, I don't
In my day.
Probably not.
But not as influential as you've been in this new world.
God, the opera's killing me.
The Gust, by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Get her to talk about it more.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's lidded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial.
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save, not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
Probably in space.
There you are. Feeling better? How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see.
Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
Breakfast. Breakfast! I hope she's serving her some pancakes.
No, it's tea and scones.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
Oh, her outfit's weird.
Your people have done? You think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
Yeah.
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
I held focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you have accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shade for the company that I've kept. Having seen it all, I want is to help you.
Even if it means
that's why she can't have kids.
Especially
she's gay.
Oh.
Please.
Oh, I mean, well, we can't assume that they were lovers.
When she got mad at Tilda, and it was personal, what else would it be?
Friendship?
She even shrugged off Tate's advances.
Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all
She
costs.
gay.
Oh, Lord.
Gerard intends to use Gaia
Hey,
to
who said it's a
influence
problem?
Biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Really? So that's what he's been doing.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tanakh capital.
2 people watching?
When she
you're right.
wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control.
That's fine.
Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish.
Scared them all.
That should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow silence to kill
bite
him.
the apple?
Along with all
What,
the
Aloy?
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention. I just know she took a drink.
Well, there's a bite taken out of that apple.
Yes,
Okay.
he's found a way
Oh,
to
she
circumvent
poisoned
their
her.
shields.
Dead.
Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except
Why are
you
you
and me.
racist?
What? Okay, no.
We're not having this.
Nope.
I'll give you 10 seconds before I remove you from the chat on why you are assuming that and what is your grounds.
My friends are busy battling each other. We'll take back Beta and Gaia.
Oh no, get rid of him.
No, wait a minute. Better give a good reason.
I can't see. What is there?
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spying.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus. By tapping them, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret path for Regala to
Mr.
attack
Rual, whatever your name is.
But how did he come up with a weapon?
You can remove your messages, but that's not going to stop
That's the one thing I haven't been able to find. However, he did
the pain.
Jesus. With it in the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her
Just a troll account.
Without the ability to override machines for little
Just a troll account, nobody important.
So
good for him.
Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia.
I like her shield. It's all sparkly.
While hundreds of Tanakh were cut down outside. So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was
look.
everything she was.
Well, you can't see it now because I muted him.
Oh.
But it says like he retracted all his messages.
Your moral compass. You've managed to distill the greatest qualities.
That's no bueno.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
Oh.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
I'm still trying to figure out what prompted that person to call us the N-word.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
And then call us racist.
Yeah, I mean, the guy before him said something, but it didn't look like anything. It was just a jumble of letters.
But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her,
then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't. But she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it?
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
First Varl, now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me? You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me. No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge. Then I think it can be done. I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on? As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regalla and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regalla's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regalla's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regalla's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood. Find this in my stash later.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regalla is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regalla's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regalla.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regalla's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important. moving, keep warm.
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and... further east, to the Nora Sacred Lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also... for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. And I'll use it on a sunwing, and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget.
those machines strung together.
Oh no. I got enough trouble with Kotallo. Always kicking my ass.
Override installed. Now to find a Sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain. Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain. Make good use of this. Good. There are Sunwings up here. I'll have to approach them quietly. The machine's resistant to plasma. Whoa! Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it. There's a Tolnec. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing. Made it. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the tall neck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regalla's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Whoa! I'm gonna have to get used to that. Rebels. Reinforcements maybe. Heading for the grove. I hope the Carolines Noct can hold out a little longer. There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now onto the grove. Pulse from Tonic should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with Regalla. Go.
Regalla's inside. Hekarro will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
Is that... It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned! Push through! End of the line, Hakkar. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regalla! Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
The fight is just beginning!
So that's how it's gonna be.
That is left of your story! Is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
Soon your blood will be mine! No more. Oh! Oh! I'll tear that braided head from your body! This is... Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die. I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. that's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room. He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regalla.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regalla's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regalla gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late. Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
except for the larger land.
For the clan, to try.
Maybe I was wrong about you.
I'll join too then. I wasn't asking that.
So,
Walk
Hekarro
up
keeps
honor.
his head.
We'll settle this on the board.
Be proud. Regalla came to victory and left in defeat.
My blade fought alongside the Outlander.
The truth of the visions
were killed by this Outlander. I see.